Hey folks, today's going to be an adventure. So, I am on my way out to photograph the eclipse. First thing that I need to do is make a trip to Wawa. Alright, we got the power of caffeine and pork roll coming soon. I think I can finally kind of plot out my day here. So, I am super guilty of doing all of this like last minute. I didn't think I was going to take the time to go out anywhere, which, you know, now I'm unprepared and doing things all last minute. Great. Good job. So the first thing I wanted to do is identify where to go. And I basically did a crash course on, solar photography and all of that stuff. Turns out you need something that'll not just handle like an ND filter and bring down the light really hard, but you have to worry about not just the UV light, but the IR light. And I have an ND filter. It's variable. It goes all the way to ND32, which I don't know how much that actually covers, but it covers a lot and allows me to shoot like waterfalls and make them like super silky smooth and stuff. Here's my line of thinking. So I'm going out to like the Finger Lakes, and I identified a really nice lake where I can get a cool like landscape shot. I didn't want to do like any sort of close-ups. I think that requires a lot of specialty to do really well, and there's a lot of beautiful photos of that. That being said, it's time to hit the road, so join me on this adventure, seeing the total eclipse, April 2024. We're going to be going straight north very soon, all the way up to Scranton, where I can let you in on my plan, my elaborate last-minute plan for getting a solar filter together. Scranton was actually a bust. I was misled by the internet, thinking that every Dollar Tree location was participating and had moon pie themed eclipse glasses. However, some helpful woman, while I was asking the cashier about it, who had no idea what I was talking about, said that Speedway might have them. And there's a couple Speedway locations as I cross into New York State, so we're gonna jump to that. So I came up empty-handed at Speedway. I tried 2 other Speedways, gassed up, just topped off the tank. I was at half, so that way I don't have to worry about it once I actually get to the Finger Lakes. I can probably get back to this area on the same tank. But they had all completely sold out of Eclipse glasses. My original plan, I'll tell you because it doesn't sound like it's gonna happen, was to take out the little Mylar sheet that is in the glasses, take them out of a whole bunch of them, and tape them all together so I had something to cover my lens. Anyway, I was hoping to kind of MacGyver something together, but unfortunately, it's looking like I'm just going to be able to shoot during totality. So I've just arrived here to Hemlock Lake Park, and I had this beautiful shot all lined up with a leading line, Google Earth, the whole thing, the cloud cover. There's so much cloud cover. So maybe there's like the tiny bittiest chance that this will all clear up. But worst case, we hang out in the dark for a little bit, and that should be a pretty cool experience. So we're gonna try to go with the glass half full on this one. I'm gonna get set up and see what I can get. Don't know how well you can see that, but that's the setup I've got going here. I switched up the framing a little bit. The sun is supposedly somewhere right in the middle towards the top left corner. And yeah, this is what we're working with here. Supposedly the winds are moving the clouds east. Just a quick update. So I had to move spots here because I figured out the sun's position. Because I figured out the sun's positioning is over here with the Skyview app. However, let's turn this around. Over that way, just off in the distance there, like 20 miles south, the sky is clear and the sun is somewhere in there. So I had to call an audible here. I'm off the tripod, I'm shooting manually. The sky is just gray and it's getting darker. I know there's a lot of beautiful things happening behind that cloud cover, but also
You said you're from New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how this happened. I'm like 5 hours from home and I run into somebody who's from my neck of the woods here. This is AP.
What's going on, everyone?
He's also a photographer. You do events, right? Weddings and stuff like that? That's so awesome. Are you ready for this? This is like vibes only today.
Yup.
We're just going to vibe in the dark for a little bit.
Yeah.
As you can see, the sky is getting a little cloudy, a little darker, a little drearier, and it's starting to rain. It's a light drizzle though, so it's not too bad. I do like this angle. This looks really cool. It's happening. I know the auto exposure is messing with it, but it's happening. It's getting dark. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. In lieu of photos, because there's no sun, we got this crazy thing here. This is wild. Oh my goodness. You can tell from the glow of the cell phones how dark it's getting. This is amazing. And here it is, totality. How you feeling, AP?
Pretty good.
This is
I
awesome.
mean, despite the clouds,
This
can't complain at all.
This still looks so cool. Oh my gosh.
3:30 in the afternoon.
Dude, it's got, I don't know if it's the wind giving me the shivers or like it being dark in the middle of the day. This is amazing.
This is awesome.
Wow. I did all this research and I can tell you and describe to you exactly what that would have looked like with the big halo and all that. Like the diamond flares coming out and then the beads around it. Those geese are like, we need to get the F out of here. Because AP made a really good point. It was dead quiet. We didn't hear any birds, nothing. That was wild.
All right, guys, that's it. It's over. Unfortunately, as much as you can prepare at the last minute, sometimes the weather's not going to cooperate. There's always going to be something out of your control. But I got to meet some cool people, a bunch of photographers, and I got to do an impromptu photo shoot, which was really cool. I'll put AP's info in the description if you want to check out his photography. It was great meeting you. If you watch this, thanks so much for joining me and helping me track the sun a bit and telling me about the Skyview app. So just some thoughts as I ruminate here in the rain. Like, that was really cool. That was really cool. Obviously, I wish there had been something to photograph. And because I saw what was going on, I quickly pivoted to just doing a time lapse of, you know, the totality. It's at least a little something. Obviously, someday, the next time, I'll be keeping an eye out this time and I'll be prepared. And this is my promise to anybody who watches this. Hopefully, by the time this has aged a bit, you'll see an updated one where I did successfully get to take some photos of a total eclipse. But anyway, that's my promise to all of you. But, you know, it was still a good time. I hope you enjoyed following along. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you go make your own adventure. Bye.